So we contacted a lot of different agencies. We just contacted the agencies that were in the area. And through that process, we interviewed them, and Martin Gerard kind of started to emerge as the sort of front runner. And that was partly through the relationship that we developed with Eva. She clearly knew the area, she knew what we were looking for, and had a clear sense of how we could get the flat market ready. Martin Gerard loved the flat and made it very clear that they loved our flat, and we felt very confident that people coming round would pick up on that enthusiasm. And I think that was critical, because you're selling a product and you want it to be sold by somebody that genuinely likes what they're selling. We wanted to market the flat to anybody in London, really, anybody looking for somewhere in London. And we wanted, when they came round, for their questions to be answered by somebody who knew where the cinemas were, what restaurants to go to, where the pub was, how to get on the motorway, how to get on the tube. So we grilled the estate agents on those questions ourselves when we were interviewing them, and Martin Gerard knew it all. You know, they knew what they were talking about, and I felt that they knew what they were doing. We wanted to sort of appeal to anybody that was looking for a flat in London, but that Martin Gerard is local, but it has offices all over North London, absolutely appealed. And it was very clear during the process that we were getting calls not just from our local branch, but from all across North London, and that was excellent. It showed that worked, and we were absolutely right to go with that. I do feel we could trust Martin Gerard, and that sort of trusting relationship has in fact developed subsequent to letting the flat out, because although letting a flat out is a business, they actually have in mind the needs of the tenants as well. And I think they're very good at contacting us and putting the needs of that tenant first. I feel like I'm in a very safe pair of hands as a landlord, that I've got somebody that's interested in the person that we're renting the flat to. And that's good. You know, that's an important approach for me. The photographs I thought were very good quality. They came around more than once to make sure they got the light on the best day. They took photographs with the flat fully furnished, but they also came around as soon as we moved out to take photos of it unfurnished. And that was, I thought, a very smart move, because they're thinking about what happens when one tenant moves in and one tenant moves out, and they've already got the stock there ready so that they can move things through quickly. And that's good. The fully managed service very much involves you. They don't do anything without asking you. They don't do anything without talking it through with you first. They make their recommendations, but ultimately it's up to you to make final decisions. And I felt that the fully serviced sort of approach was also really competitive compared with other agents. I thought they offered a really good value for money on their fully serviced package. I felt that Eva really committed to our experience, and she knew that we were first-time landlords, and she made the experience feel exciting to some extent. And I felt that it was important to give a testimonial, because I think Eva committed heart and soul, and I felt that I wanted to give something back to that process. She made it feel like it was important for her, and as a result of that, we had a great time renting the flat out. I'd absolutely recommend Martin Gerard, and have done so. I think they offered an excellent service, and I feel that they committed to the project in an exciting way. They made it fun to do this, and as first-time landlords, I think that it was a scary, frightening process for us. We hadn't done it before. We didn't know what could go wrong, but Martin Gerard absolutely were there all the time, answered all the questions, and made it feel very doable. And I do feel that, you know, doing this testimonial is part of that partnership. We work together on this, and I feel that it's, you know, important to kind of give back to Eva, who really committed heart and soul.